How's it going? Hope you are good. Okay, welcome to another video. Okay, as you can see, we're in the van. All right, so that means we have traveled to a destination to go and hike, run, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so this ain't far from my house, by the way. Okay, it's literally took me 15 minutes to get here from my work. All right, but I'm going to take you around somewhere that is literally close to home and somewhere that I've used multiple times. Okay, to help prep for the races that I've done. So enough talking, let's go. Right, and so as you can see, it is cold, wet, horrible and dingy weather. It is not nice at all. But the place that we're going to is literally just around this corner now. So it's a place called Baggeridge Country Park. There is two parks that you can go to, okay? Two parks, and they're both linked together. So you'll start off at Baggeridge Park, which I'm about to go on to now. And then you run through and you end up at Himley Park. Alright, there she is, Baggeridge Country Park. We're going up there. Right, and so this is the entrance up a little hill. Okay, obviously the cars go up that path right there, all the way up and round. Okay, and then obviously we'd literally walk alongside it, nice and chill. So let's go. But like I said, when I come over to these places, okay, it ain't about just hiking and that sort of stuff. So I use this course to train for my other ultra marathons I did, and I've used this and ran this course more times than I can think. So it's a good course, but I don't know if you can hear it, it is boggy. It's slip and slidey today. Very slippery slidey, damn. So, as you can see, that's the course, okay? This is just getting into the park, guys. So, there is a road that you can run on, well, walk on, there. Alright, so you don't have to go down this crap, okay? But, alright, you're on a trail for a reason. It ain't always going to be nice and soft and nice and clean. So, yeah, if you enjoy trail running or you enjoy fell running, okay, get used to having wet feet, dirty feet, okay, and dirty trainers. So as you see, so the road comes down there, all right, and you've got a nice cafe and that sort of stuff, all right. Normally it's open, okay, normally, all right. God knows why it ain't open today, because I think it's about 9:30 now. Maybe it opens at 10 o'clock, maybe, all right. However, so this is where this is all your car parking, all right. Obviously you have to pay for parking, okay, like you do everywhere nowadays. You got to pay for parking, all right. But we come down here, okay, come down here. Woo. All right, and then when we get down here, we have got the Baggeridge Adventure Play there, all right, Baggeridge Adventure Play. So down there, you can see the sign there, you go. Down there is where all there's a Go Ape down there, like their version of Go Ape and that sort of stuff. Alright. And obviously we've got the toilet blocks. So if you do need to go to the bathroom, guys, the toilet blocks are there. Alright. And then I don't know if I'm doing a bit of work on it, to be fair, but there is a kids. Let's just make sure there's no kids on there. Yeah, there ain't no kids on there. So there is a kids play area right there as well. So obviously today the weather is absolutely horrendous. It's cold, my hands are cold, okay, so you ain't gonna have many people over it, all right? But during summer this place actually does get quite packed, to be fair, so it's a good place to come. It is a good place to come. But yeah, the play area is quite big, to be fair. There we go, like you can see. Happy days. Right, now I'll show you the routes. Right, and so here's your map. Okay, so obviously we're here. The great big freaking sign that says you're here. We are going to be going up to the topper scope today. I'm going to take you up there. It's not a high point, guys, but as you can see, there's a go ape here. Okay, there's the topper scope. All right, but however, it doesn't look like that anymore. Okay, trust me, it doesn't look like that anymore. All right, but we'll go to the topper scope. Okay, and we'll literally take our way around. All right, and just move ourselves around. I've been over here loads of times, okay, so I haven't really got to follow many routes or maps, okay, because I know where to go. But, all right, I'll take you along. Let's get to the topper scope. Let's go. Right, and so as I come around the corner down there, around that corner, this is where the signpost for, oh, there you go, that's where it was. You see there, there, that is where the signpost for the topper scope is meant to be. So clearly that's broken, got down. So yeah, we come up here, yep, take that little gravel track straight off, all right, then literally follow the gravel track to the top. So the actual signposting for it has dropped, so hopefully they fix that soon. But yeah, let's hike to the top. Up there we go. Right, so climbing to the top, it's not a hard climb, as you can see. Nice and chill, nice and easy, but it's a nice route, okay, because when you get to the top, there's loads of different directions you can go in, loads of different ways to get to Himley. Now I'm going to go a route that takes you a little bit off course, but because, like I said, I've done it too many times now, so I know exactly where I'm going. Yeah, and there you go, it's too bad. Nice little climb. Come on in. So, one thing I will say, okay, is during days like this, you can still come out in shorts if you want to, like I have. But don't forget your gloves. As you can see, hands are already red. Right, so we've now got to these horrible stepping stone thingy. Gigantic steps that you end up having to feel like you're climbing. Ugh. Ooh. There we go. Sort of at the top now. And then, as you can see how boggy it is, you get to the top, and then there's your topper scope. So there probably ain't gonna be much of a view today because of the weather, but let's have a look, eh? Let's have a look. Right. Oh, it's actually been fixed. Legend. So, like I said, not much of a view because the weather is absolutely horrendous. When it comes down to getting to the topper scope, all right, you can either go this way, all right, which is the way that I go. That's absolutely caked in mud, all right, and it's slippy as hell, all right, or you can literally go straight back that way and it takes you straight into Himley. I'm going to go all the way around the back end of it, okay, through the proper wooded area, and then we'll be in Himley, okay, and I'll show you what Himley is, okay. But like I said, there is a million routes around here. There's loads. Is it a place that I'd say for you to travel to and come hiking? No. All right, I wouldn't travel here. Okay, if you live further afield, like an hour away and that sort of stuff, I wouldn't travel. It's not exactly so much as a hike. It is literally a country park, all right, where you can come walk your dogs and that sort of stuff. But if you live in the area and you're training for races or anything like that, this is the place to come. Okay, there's hills, down hills. Okay, the ground is undulated. Okay, so literally every step you take, okay, your feet are turning. All right, so if you're doing a trail run or a fell run or something like that, this is the place to come and train. Well, one of the places to come and train in this sort of area where I live. Dudley, Tipton, Birmingham, Kimber, that sort of stuff. Okay, so yeah, let's crack on. Okay, I got about another 45 minutes worth of training to do, and I'll take you along with me. All right, so let's go. Right, and so we've made it now towards the end of Baggeridge Park, basically. So when you see this waterfall, all right, that's when you are technically coming towards the end of Baggeridge and about to enter Himley. Okay, there's your lovely gate that separates Baggeridge and then Himley Park. Okay, so there's a nice long windy path now, okay, that takes you down to Himley Hall, and that's the way we're going. And now we are in Himley. So that big ass building right there, that is Himley Hall. And then we go around, okay, all the parking is over here. Okay, again, you gotta pay for it. All right, so I don't do paying for parking. So when it comes down to it, I park outside Baggeridge, okay, on a housing estate, and then just walk in. All right, so but yeah, this is Himley. Okay, it does go on a while. Okay, there is more behind Himley House, okay, Himley Hall, whatever you want to freaking call it. Okay, but the thing is huge. It is massive. Okay, it is a big boy. All right, obviously people working there and that sort of stuff. Okay, but yeah, and if you do come over here, all right, there is a playground for kids as well. Okay, and the playground is literally, like I said, just behind that white building there. Okay, there is a playground for kids, and obviously signposted as well that there is toilets. Okay, toilets if you need them. Okay, which is where I'm going right now. So like I said, Baggeridge and Himley, they're attached. Okay, you can run from one to the other, bounce backwards and forwards, and that's what I have done many times. So yeah, I'll show you a little bit further into Himley in a minute. As you can see, the garden's gone for ages, man. Obviously there's the back of Himley House. Alright, but the gardens go on for ages. And over there is a fishing pond, and normally my run takes us all the way down here, all the way down there, around the back of the fishing pond, back up, and then we go up into those woods over there. I ain't going to the fishing pond today because I ain't got time. We're just going to make it up into the woods. Let's go. Alright, and so there is where I normally finish off around the pond and come up this way, okay, to carry my route through the woods. Okay, however, because of all the storms that we've had, the same thing happened to me last time, just in a different location on this trail. But because of all the storms, okay, yeah, so normally you come up there, yeah, up here, past here, okay, and you carry on going up there. Yeah, so I've got to go around, obviously, but yeah, this sort of stuff happens over here. Okay, it's happened to me now multiple occasions. There's one thing I did forget to say as well, is that on the Baggeridge routes. Okay, there are plenty of routes that there is to do. There is a route that will take you down to see some Aussies, some horses. There's loads. One in the back over there. Yeah, okay. And then when you walk around the corner, there is even more. Just up there, I don't know if you can see them. Just up there. Alright.